Started my job at the City of Dixon in January of 1991, and that was the year that Rita started stealing from the City of Dixon. In 2011 of October, this is the first date that I'd like to talk to you about. This is when I received the bank statement for the RSCDA account. I was under the gun to get this report done for the council, and the bank was later and later every month in sending me the bank statements. So, past practice, I would call them and I'd give them the last 4 digits of the account numbers that we had that I was looking for. Well, this month, it was crazy. I was very busy. Rita was gone on a horse show trip. So I called the bank and I said, send me over every bank statement of the City of Dixon's, and I want them faxed to me in 5 minutes. Well, here it came. So I looked at it and I thought, this is not a city account. 3 large deposits, $300,000, $200,000, and $500,000. My first initial instinct was that she was selling some of her prize horses and shielding the money from the IRS by opening up an account under the City of Dixon's name. So I did what any scared person would do. I folded it and took it down to my car and hid it in my car for 3 days. Well, the mayor, 3 days later, came into my office to talk about things. We were very friendly with each other. He was Irish, I'm Irish. We started talking and I said, I have something to tell you. Told him about it, he said, go get it right now. So from that point on, he called the FBI, he took it from there, came back and told me we have to be quiet about this. If we're wrong, we could be sued. We have to be quiet. On April 16th, 2012, that was the day she was arrested. That morning, I did not know it was happening. The mayor called me later that night and said to me, I'm sorry I didn't tell you ahead of time, but I didn't sleep all weekend. I didn't want to do the same thing to you. But I did walk into his office that morning. I said, Jim, I'm frazzled. I can't take this anymore. Could you please contact the FBI and ask them if I could go see a counselor? He just looked up from his desk and said, Kathe, it's today. So the expression of you feel a large weight lifted off of your shoulders, that's exactly how I felt. On February 14th, 2013, that was Rita's sentencing. I hadn't attended anything else or gone and when she was, being prosecuted, whatever, but I did want to go to the sentencing because I wanted some closure. I wanted to hear her say that she was sorry for what she did to the city. Instead, the judge who sentenced her to 19.7 years gave her an opportunity to speak. And I thought, at this time, I would get some closure. She stood up, and before they put the handcuffs on her, she turned around and she was crying, and she said, I just want to say to my friends and family how sorry I am. And that was it. So I did not get the closure. Jason Laudillo from the U.S. Marshals interviewed her last December, and she feels that she has received too harsh of a sentence, 19.7 years. Well, I did some calculations, and she received 1 year in prison for every $2.75 million that she stole. I accept this award, and I want you to know that I finally have received my closure. Thank you very much. Thank you.